It's not YouTube's fault that it's like this, and I don't hold anything against YouTube. I'm thankful that YouTube provides the resources to do this. I mean, it's awesome that I can upload videos in general to YouTube, and of course there's nobody specific to point fingers at in YouTube, and there's nobody specific to point fingers at in the government, I don't think, or nobody specific to point fingers at in any of these companies or anything like that. I think that, as is often the case, it's more so just like it's an issue that it doesn't have like it's not like a movie. There's like one evil character or something like that. It's just the way it is right now, and kind of like all together we have to like rewire, redesign, re-engineer this system, this social system, these social laws. And right now it's wired enough, it's wired well enough that people can share stuff on YouTube, and that's awesome. That's so cool. And it's so cool that it's wired enough that there's a wire going to this camera and so many little wires going inside that allow me to share it with you and to stream it and to take video from here to there. Like, this is all like wiring. People have created this, and the government and the economy and political and social systems that we have in the world are designed and engineered and created well enough already that they can allow for this. But it's just like a human body, or just like any sort of like sophisticated organism, where it needs to have certain resources, and needs to have certain protections and certain design choices and things built into it that allow it to sustain what it does, but also sustain what it does, but also protect it from some other things. Just like how we have, like, you know, these veins and arteries and stuff like that, and white blood cells, and it's a very complicated system, and it allows us to survive. And it'd be great, you know, if we didn't have this issue or that issue, but we have to have it so that, you know, it all works or whatever. Just the way it is. Like, the universe is very complex, intertwined, and so it's like our systems are well created enough right now so that it allows for cameras and allows for YouTube and allows for all this stuff, but it needs more refinements to allow for stuff like this, like allowing people to share the good ideas and the good experiences when the intentions are pure and when it's good. But right now it's like, you know, level 9.1 of software, and we gotta get to, like, you know, software release 10 or whatever, software release 11, kind of like we need upgrades so that it just gets more refined, so that it still does what the good and pure intentions of copyright laws aim to do, which is ensure that people who are providing value for society receive value in return and don't get, like, ripped off or stolen, but also allows for greater freedom, much greater freedom, for people with pure intentions who are creating value, to allow them to do that and to create more value and to provide more value, and to be able to share music that they love with people and learn it and play it and share it and play with people and stuff like that. So it's just a matter, and the way to rewire that, the way to re-engineer that, the way to redesign that is, well, it's also a big process. It's not just one way. It's like I talked about. It's like, for one thing, it's talking about it, discussing this, like talking about the ideas and the experiences, like me talking about it to you, and like you talking about it with whoever, if you're into that kind of thing. And people like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and that guy who wrote the remix book, Lawrence Lessig, talking about it and talking with legislators, and also like blockchain people, like building up these new systems that kind of disrupt the old incumbents that were helpful for where they were. They did a job at a time that job needed to be done, but are also have a lot of issues that stop, that don't allow for best overall flow of value that don't allow me and other creators to share music and videos that they love and that they think will be fun and inspiring for other people. So that's the other point. I just want to make it clear that, you know, just kind of put it into a bigger perspective. Like, I understand this whole thing is part of like a bigger system, and I think it's important to understand what the way forward is with that whole bigger system. At least understand part of it to contribute what I can to that understanding. I'm gonna keep doing this in my hands. Okay, I'll see you later.